So what is succession planning in a business? Many people have asked me that question as business owners, and they really don't have an idea what it entails. Hi, I'm Denice Gierach of the Gierach Law Firm, and I act as a lawyer in my firm to many business owners and an advisor to them. So when we talk about succession planning, it is looking at the long-term horizon and also the short-term horizon. None of us have a crystal ball to know how long you're going to be able to act in your position as that business owner. Life may get in the way. You might have an illness in the family that you have to deal with that's not you, but you still have to deal with it. So how is that business going to be handled? You might become disabled yourself, or you might die, in which case, who's going to handle that business? Too many times I've seen business owners not pay any attention to this at all, and only to have them die and find that their spouse is stuck with this big mess. I had one situation where the husband had a business, and he was also a private pilot. And he took his top team in the plane with him, and the plane went down. So what was left was people that were not in the management team and the wife. And the wife had no business experience, hadn't worked with the business. So, you know, it is a good idea to have at least a basic plan. Now, many exit planners will want you to spend a lot of time getting into touchy-feely issues, which is fine. But I think you have to start with something. So, you know, one simple way might be, okay, well, if you didn't survive, who would be the top 5 companies that you know that maybe they're competitors, or maybe they're competitors that exist in another state and would love to have entry into the state you're in? Some way of determining a list of maybe the top 5 companies that could buy your business if you were in that situation. You could leave this little plan, it might even be a one-page sheet, that would say, in the event I die, this is what I want to have happen. And so I have had used that several times, unfortunately, because that meant that the principal had died, and found that I got a very good result for the family. I was able to, as the lawyer and business advisor, go to these companies and get one of them interested in making an offer, buying the business, and making sure that the business is protected. Sometimes you have to fill in that gap of, you know, the principal has so much knowledge. So your business owner, as a business owner, you know who all the top clients are, you know what the pricing is on those different accounts, you know what you're paying for in terms of your costs. So you know all of this, but what happens if you're not here? Do you have other staff? Is your business set up in a sustainable way? So in my view, part of the sustainability is to put people in place who can know pieces of this. So if you are not able to act anymore because you're disabled, maybe you have Alzheimer's, maybe you were hit by a car and you're in a coma. And I don't mean to sound negative, but these are all things that can happen. So if you're in that position, you have different people, vice presidents who know different aspects of this, or alternatively, you are able to have your family hire a person that can sit in your job until a decision is made with respect to your business. So you can see it doesn't have to be as complicated as all of that. Start with a basic something in place that says, here are the top 5 that I would trust won't you know, go after my customers and would be willing to buy this company from my trust or from my spouse in order so that I can provide that liquidity to my family. Remember, that's probably your biggest asset. Many times it is. And so if you aren't able to liquidate that asset when you die or become disabled, How are you going to pay for your lifestyle? How are you going to pay for your spouse's lifestyle? So it's not as hard as all of that. Don't make it so difficult that you don't do it. This is really important to plan, even doing basic planning on succession planning. So I look forward to talking with you further about this in another video.